Hey, what's going on? It's Shield here, and we are continuing from where we left off. Remember, we went to the club, and we decided to have a good time. You know, try and learn from our past mistakes. Try and get Hanako out of her shell. So let's focus on that. Now, 2 minutes sentimental. Let's go to Stripes and Solids! Yeah! I think that's the club name, Stripes and Solids. Sounds like a porno name, but oh well. With my balls arranged, let's back up a little bit. I'm thinking I'm playing with Hanako. Oh yeah! Hanako gets the chalk and 2 cues from a set of hooks against one of the walls, while I fetch my balls from the table's pockets and grab my rack, or grab her rack, from a shelf underneath. She patiently waits as I set the table up. After slotting the final ball into the rack, I do some last adjustments. Hisao, you're one of those guys, I guess. Hisao likes to have everything planned. He's a go-getter. Ball's set, rack is set. This man knows what he's doing. This man is clearly a fan of the ladies. I end up having to fight my perfectionist urges and getting the bottom row of balls exactly perpendicular with the edges. Don't worry about it, man. Utilitarian. Just get the fucking job done. With my balls arranged and ready to play with, I step back and take my cue, or shaft as they call it, from her outstretched. I carry out a quick inspection of the tip before I'm satisfied it's in good condition. I'm ready to insert myself into the balls. Hanako, will you watch me? So, you've played pool before? Once or twice. I just kind of know the rules. The air between us feels a little awkward. She's still pretty nervous, understandably, given that we're in public. I still think she needs to get over it. She's fucking overdoing it. Eventually the silence becomes too much even for Hanako, and she begins to quietly stammer. What does stammer mean? Who'll break? I think for a moment before reaching my pocket and drawing a coin. Smooth move, Hisao. Trying to get the ladies' feelings going. I'll take heads, you take tails. Unless you want head, and then I'll take the ladies' tails. After a nod of agreement from Hanako, I flick the coin up in the air, catch it, and flip it over onto the back of my left hand. I never understood the flick and then put back in the hand. It fucks everything up, because you have, like, when you flip it back onto your left hand, like after you flick it and then put it on your hand, you have a winner in your hand. If you just hold it down on your right hand, just let it fall, you know, you got it. But then you fucking flip it over, and then, you know, the person automatically loses. So technically, I hate the flip. Flip doesn't do anything. The flip of the hand onto the hand just negates the actual flip in the air. That's all it does. So it's stupid. Why don't you just flip it on your hand to begin with? I digress. I have had too much to think about on this issue. Looks like it's you that gets the break. Oh, whoa. Hanako nods again before taking up her position at the end of the table. I want to ram her in the end of the table. Yeah, because she's breaking. She's going to ram the balls in the end of the table. She's going to ram my balls into her end of the pocket. She's not usually this quiet around me, but I'm not wholly sure it's because of the tidbit of information about her that slipped out moments ago. Oh shit, what did we learn? What did we learn moments ago? Fuck, I forgot what we learned! Oh fuck. The cue comes back in a practice gesture before smacking dead into the center of the cue ball with a thud. Boom. The white ball skates across the smooth green expanse before smashing into the carefully arranged balls at the other end. This man can make anything boring. You say I can make anything boring? This man is carefully describing how pool balls skid across the table. Hisao, you're a goddamn genius. Balls skid across the table at high speed, kind of like when 2 men run out after a chick and they're naked. Their balls scatter around at high speed. Trust me, I've seen it before. You've never lived in the 1800s, have you? No, I have. The break was good, with the balls being nicely distributed around the table. My eyes are already flicking from one to another to pick out the easiest candidates to pocket. Like a wolf, Hanako retreats to the side, and I take my shot. Well done. It's only after Hanako says this I realize the ball I was shooting at was sunk. Maybe you're distracted. Maybe you want to put your balls in someone else's pocket, Hisao. Maybe you should focus on the game. Or you can keep focusing on Hanako and your ulterior motives. I looked at her and noticed a small smile on their face. It's nice how playing games seems to loosen her up a little bit. And alcohol. Get some stripes then. I take a step back and let her take the next shot, but she doesn't advance to the table. Rather, she looks down a little and rubs her arm. If I score, don't I get to shoot again? I mean, I'm not no pool expert or pool shark, as they say. I don't go swimming around trying to fight people and win their money, but seriously, I thought if you knock one in, you get to go again. By now, I can identify this is one of her gestures that means she wants to say something, but isn't sure enough of herself to do it. So just tell her, hey, brah, speak your mind. Yeah, what's up, brah? How you doing, brah? It's just, you had a nice smile. Do you like playing this? I sigh and lean back against the table, like Fonzie does in Happy Days. I like playing, yeah. I think I was smiling because it's really nostalgic, though. Hanako tilts her head quizzically. Me and my friends used to play pool in the game centers near where we lived, pretty often and at night, too. Wouldn't your parents My parents both worked, so they didn't mind me not being in the house. I stayed on top of schoolwork pretty easily as well, so there was plenty of time to do other stuff at night. Hisao's a go-getter. This is, I think, where Hisao met his first girlfriend. And then, then he died because she killed her, because all women lead to men dying. Trust me, it's statistically proven if a guy is married, he lives less. The amount of time he's on Earth is less when he's married. I'm not arguing with statistics, and I'm not trying to be a sexist and promote semantics, but facts are facts. And I'm not going to argue with them. Our conversation dies down with Nako's timidity getting the better of her. In response, I get off the table and let her take her turn shooting. With a small smile, she lines up the shaft and easily knocks around the balls. There aren't many solid sneezy positions, so Hanako bends down and takes a while to line herself up properly. I mean, I know this is generally the way you play pool and everything, but something about it makes her, like, very, I don't know what's the word, seductive about it? Okay, then we use, like, a flash camera. Hanako's expression is the same as when we play chess, a relaxed but focused concentration. Athletes sometimes talk about getting into a zone where nothing unnecessary enters their mind. I wonder if that's something she can do. I fucking know that feeling. I used to pitch in Little League, 16, 17-year-old league. And you do get into a zone where it's just you forget about everything and you just focus on there. It's really fucking weird because you don't worry about the outside surroundings. You just focus on, all right, let's get the fucking batter out. It's really cool. I'm sure if those of you that play sports, you know what I'm talking about. Her posture is good, better than mine, to be sure. It's very close to a textbook method of playing, whereas I tend to contort myself into whatever position I feel is most natural for the shot I'm taking. Me too, I feel like an octopus when I play this game. I'm just all over the fucking table. She lines up the cue comes back, and she does a couple of practice movements to make sure she's lined up correctly. What they say, measure twice, cut once. It's a really, no, seriously, measure twice, cut once, trust me, you'll thank me. Hanako takes the game so seriously. It's the only real hobby I know she has outside of reading. It feels good to be able to share that kind of experience with her. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but she needs to cut her hair because it's going to go onto the table, and that's illegal moves, and that's a technical foul. She takes a shot after careful consideration. The cue ball zooms off towards a ball sitting at a slightly awkward angle near her corner. Hanako's careful preparation pays off as the cue ball hits and sends the ball rolling towards the corner pocket. For a moment, it looks like it'll stop just in the lip of the hole, but eventually tilts in just to drop in. Yeah, you go, Hanako. Man, that was a hard shot. If you can pull that off, I don't think I have much hope. Rada, rada, rada. I'm just trying to build up your confidence so we have sex later. Rada, rada, rada. What? I'm not that good. No, I'm not. No. It's not just a shot, though. Even when lining it up, you looked really serious. You're like this with chess, too. I feel like you're a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. The praise makes her a little flustered. She sets the cue against the table and stands, turning to me. I just like those kind of things. Her fingers are twisting and turning slightly as if she's a nervous schoolgirl waiting to pounce on her prey. When I was in the orphanage, I just kept doing the things I liked before. If I played games with others, that was enough for the helpers there, so I never thought about it that way. Staff at an orphanage would naturally want to have everyone socialize, at least a little. If it's okay for me to ask, what was it like for you at the orphanage? No, Hisao! This is no good, Hisao! This is bad feelings! We are playing pool! This is good! Now you bring up bad feelings! You bad man, Hisao! You go to jail! Why do you want to know? See, Hisao, she wants to know! You don't have an answer. I'm fucking curious? No, when you say I'm curious, it's just you sound like a douche. Touched the nerve. The fact that she responded at all shows that there's at least a chance she'll answer my question. Before, she likely would just have shrunk away from it without a word. I'll tell you, but why are you pushing? God, Hisao needs to learn. Could you tell me who Awanako is? Oh, you're caught. Oh, the letter. The letter. Well, you see, I used to. That's my niece or my cousin, who's a female, and we had a cool relationship, and we were best of friends, and we went to movies, and that's over. That's over because she died. So, yeah, that's nothing. I don't know how she sent me the letter from beyond the grave. So I'm cool. Wonder how long she's been waiting for the right opportunity to ask me this. I'm surprised, but I don't hesitate. Sharing information is naturally a matter of give and take. If I tell her a little bit, she'll tell me. Unless I tell her, she freaks out, hits me with the cue stick, and runs. Then I won't really get what I want. She's someone I used to like. A lot. It was my cousin. It was incestuous, I know. Her nervousness subsided, at least for the time she come to ask. Her curiosity is getting the better of her, and I feel a bit uncomfortable to be questioned on this of all matters. See, now you know how it feels, Hisao. You don't like this getting turned around on you like you don't like turning shit on her. I think you should have learned your ground, man. There's no way I could spill all my feelings about Okino here. I don't even know my feelings about her. Even after talking to Yuko earlier, and I want to avoid the subject around Hanako. Hanako doesn't look overly satisfied with the awkward ending to a discussion, but thinks better of continuing it. Good. She knows. She knows I don't feel well either. I still don't like her stupid hat. It's a chauffeur hat. She was just only managing to ask me in the first place, without knowing that I wouldn't want to talk about it. So at least she's trying to figure out some things about me. Maybe she does like me. Maybe she cares. I say we bring her more alcohol. Bring on the booze! That's my motto. Bring on the booze till you fall out of these shoes. That's what we do. I move to finally take my own shot. The lack of talking between us is filled by the chatter of other patrons and the band at the other end of the club. Spying a shot that doesn't look too difficult, I try and shoot for it. The cue ball taps that ball and the trajectory is about right. But I put in too much power. It grazes the corner of the hole and moves off to the side, just skirting the pocket. I grit my teeth a little. I was pretty good at this game, and it's frustrating to have deteriorated so much. Well, it's like anything. If you don't practice for a while, you suck. Back in the golden days of Halo 2, I used to be fucking mad good at that. Level 38 legitimate. Alright? And then I didn't play for a while, and my account got hacked, and well, then I was down to a 19. But back in the day, if you practiced, you'd be a god. I step back and let Hanako take her turn, glancing towards the counter where Lily and Akira are sitting. They're talking busily in between themselves and seem to be having a good time. I turn back to Hanako as she takes her shot. With the same face as before, she lines herself up, sharply pushes the cue. You know she's always taking the same shot, and that ball is always there? I smell conspiracy.